How you do, film crew, and welcome back to another episode. For those of you who may not know, Diablo Immortal just released the other day, and I've been playing a bit of it. As you can see, I'm on my barbarian. I'm level 48, running through a few things for you guys to see. I've not spent a single dollar on the game, and that's how I intend to play it. For those of you who do know, and a lot of us may have heard, because it's a big thing in the gaming community right now, Diablo Immortal it's got a lot of predatory microtransactions inside the game. And, it's going around as the most pay-to-win game currently. Or as, one of the most pay-to-win games. However, I want to take Diablo Immortal and look at it in a vacuum just for a quick second. I've been playing this game for a little bit, since it released on PC, and I've been having fun. The game itself is quite enjoyable. In my recording right now, I'm doing one of the raids. It's extremely fun. The LaSalle fight, I feel, was nicely done. I like joining up with random people who may be in my guild and just random other people and just doing this. It's nice. It's a bit of a challenge and it keeps you on your toes. I like the dungeon aspect, and I like that they brought rifts back from Diablo 3 because I was a big fan of Diablo 3. However, I feel the game gets a lot of undue hate everywhere just because of the predatory microtransactions. I feel the game itself is very enjoyable, and a lot of people need to give it a fair shot before throwing it in the bin as, oh, it's just a mobile game, this is why. This is why it has all these microtransactions, this is why it's monetized the hell and back. I am not going to make the argument that the game is not pay to win. To take Asmongold's words for it, any game that allows you to pay money to make any sort of progression is pay to win. And I think he summed it up perfectly. What I'm arguing is, the game is not a bad game because of the microtransactions. I think Blizzard didn't really need to put the Diablo title on this game. I feel if they created another game that was sort of like Diablo, had the same kind of aspects, and was monetized, I don't know if I would say the same way, it might have received a little bit better feedback from people. But because it's a Diablo title, people expect a certain thing from Diablo. Me included, although the entire time we've been waiting for this game, my hopes for the game have really crashed. Though I'm hoping that Blizzard decides to, I'd say, change things up a little bit with the microtransactions. I don't think they will, since it's already in the game, and people are going to be spending money on the game, because if it exists, people are going to want to spend money on it. I just think the game itself deserves a little bit of play. It's a free-to-play game. You can get it on your phones, you can get it on the PC. It's available to just about anybody that exists. And that goes into the second topic I want to talk about. This Diablo isn't made for just hardcore Diablo fans. It's not made just for people who play on PC. It is a mobile game that got ported to PC. So you have to understand it's got some mobile game, play styles. Do I think it needed to be this heavily monetized? No. Do I think you need to be offered to pay money after completing every dungeon in the game? No. Do I think they needed to add skins and stuff, cosmetics? I think it's a good idea. Path of Exile. It's got a lot of cosmetics in the game. It's got some other pay-for-convenience things, like the stuff they have in the stash, in your stash boxes, and stuff you can do to your hideouts, but nothing that's going to immediately give you a boost in that game. Where they get their money is their cosmetics, because their cosmetics are hella expensive. Although I have definitely spent money on Path of Exile cosmetics. But the cosmetics in this game are well done. I think spending money on some cosmetics is not a bad idea if you enjoy the game. And Diablo Immortal could have focused more on cosmetics like Path of Exile did. I don't think anybody would mind spending 10, 15 bucks on some cosmetics for their character. And even if the battle pass, if it was just a battle pass, I don't think people would mind spending money on that. But the fact that you have to monetize the Rift system and stuff like that, it's got people in a tizzy. You know, people get upset about that kind of stuff, especially with the end game grind on legendary gems. Being a free-to-play player, I have very little chance to be, you know, big and competitive in the PvP scene. Although I plan on making a series on me playing free-to-play Diablo Immortal, just to show people how good the game can be when they stop looking at the predatory monetization. Unfortunately, until we pass some sort of legislature that bans stuff like this, we're just going to keep seeing more and more and more games do this. It's unfortunate for, you know, people in the gaming community, because a lot of games are becoming pay to win and are having a lot of predatory microtransactions like that. Now, if games only sold cosmetics or only sold things that were just enhancers to the game itself and nothing that's going to give you a potential boost on another player, I think that'd be fine to have in a game. Like having, like I said earlier, cosmetics, or some sort of mount, which I guess can technically be cosmetic, like have it be a skin of a mount. Don't let people buy random mounts. But don't like relegate all the coolest looking mounts to the cash shop. That's something that people don't like either. My next point is, should you play Diablo Immortal? I said it earlier, I'll say it again. I feel everybody should at least give this game a chance that enjoys ARPGs. Because the way they've done Diablo Immortal, it's sort of like a quasi-MMO. There's dungeons you can do with people, there's the raids, the Heliquary raids. You can do hidden layers in the overworld. You can even do the rifts with a whole bunch of people, you know, up to a group of 4. This game has something for a lot of people. It's a nice loot grind, it's a nice, you know, mindless hack and slash game, something you can just go into and play for a little bit if you have some downtime. And because it's on the phones, you can take it anywhere and take your account with you and just mindlessly grind if you have some downtime at work. Say you're on a 30-minute break. Cool. Say you're at your in-laws' house and want to hide in a bathroom for 3 hours. You know, pop the game out, get it on your phone, give it a go for a little bit. Looking at it in a vacuum this way, the game is not as horrible as people give, you know, it credit to be. People like me who are only going to be playing free-to-play or buying the cosmetics, because I'm not going to lie, some of those cosmetics look pretty cool. They did a good job on those cosmetics. It's going to take them a while to be, like, extremely overpowered, like other people are going to be who have spent money on the game. But mobile games like this and free-to-play games typically come with things where people want to giga whale. Now, just to recap, because I know I've kind of said things left and right, the game is not bad. I truly enjoy the game. From the time I've put into it to now, making this review, I've had fun. I've enjoyed my time I've spent with Diablo Immortal. Will I spend money on it? Unless it's for cosmetics, no. I am not going to spend any money to get a boost to the game, buying orbs or any platinum or anything like that. I have no intention, and honestly, it doesn't seem fun to me. I think it would kill the fun I have with the game. I feel other people should give this game a try. I honestly think giving it, you know, a few hours of gameplay would be good. I think it'd be good for everybody that, you know, enjoys these types of games. So you can see just how fun this kind of game can be, and maybe it'll get you into the other types of Diablo games. Yes, the game has some really questionable microtransactions, but overall, you don't, I say this, and this is one of the biggest arguments, you don't have to buy them. In this game, it's not going to kill your progression if you don't buy them. It's just going to take longer for you to get where everybody else can pay to be in games like this. It is unfortunate, and like I said earlier, there's nothing we can really do unless laws are passed to fight this kind of thing. So unfortunately, we do have to sit around and wait until something like that comes around. Well, thank you guys for listening to my little rant. I know I was kind of everywhere with it, but I do appreciate you guys sitting in and watching. If you did like the video, please give it a like. Maybe leave a comment telling me how you feel about my take on it. But please, if you are on the fence about Diablo Immortal, just give it a try. Don't spend any money. You do not have to. It is a free game. Download it on your phone. Download it on the PC. Give it a few hours of your time. I promise you will not be disappointed. But thank you guys, and I will see you all again in the next video.